how to apply your prenatal yoga knowledge skillfully in your practice. So here we have Parvati Kaur, who has our alumni of AYG Academy who have
Thank
done
you,
this
ma'am.
course. And I remember the way when she had joined that time, she was about to go for operation, and so much
Yeah.
things was going on. So I can literally see the passion which Parvati ji has it, and she successfully completed, even if she is going through some surgical, process on her own body. So welcome all, Parvati ji. So tell me about how your journey, being a yoga teacher, why you feel to do this particular, skill or come in this field where prenatal, postnatal yoga or Garbhasanskar also. You have already done this course. Then again, what makes you to join AYG Academy?
Ma'am, with AYJ, I have done prenatal, postnatal earlier also, but with you, what I found was that you were able to show me a very vast perception of what Garbhasanskar is all about. So, through all my teaching in all these years, I have been gently, pushing it towards the moms to be that this is how it is and this is how we need to behave. But the reason for that application was all because of the AYG Academy. So you brought it so beautifully, and during the sessions, although you very well know what was my condition, but the sessions were so beautifully framed. The knowledge was so vast, and it was all connected, interconnected, just like small drops of water forming the ocean. So they were all interconnected, but the information was so deep, and I'm so thankful to you for the same.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Actually, it's a student who makes teacher proud. So tell me then how before learning about this Garbha Sanskar, you are already practicing this teaching yoga to pregnant women.
Yes, ma'am.
So after learning Garbha Sanskar, what is your perception and how many cases you handled and how you find that difference and along with your client? So I know this is a
So,
big question, but
yeah.
yeah, I hope you understood.
So, ma'am, I have been teaching for more than 8 years. As I said, I am trained from Shivananda. So, Shivananda Yoga follows 12 basic asanas. So, when I was given this opportunity to take the prenatal classes, I was asked to draw a frame wherein anything similar to that would be applied. We will not go beyond those 12 asanas. So it was little tricky for me as well. So my guru, she helped me out in framing the whole sequence for it. And then we compared what Swamiji wrote, and then we formed a final version of it. Then we discussed, and then we implemented it. It was very nice. But now, because it's all what I'm doing is online, because of the COVID thing. So now, I could see that the focus and the visualization, it plays a very important role in a woman's pregnant woman's journey. So once she is relaxing and she tries to visualize the same thoughts, they're getting multiplied, and that is how it gets a direction, and that is how it gets implemented. That is how things happen for her one by one. So I can see that in all my students, that when they start the class, when they come from different backgrounds, maybe from work, maybe from driving, maybe from grocery shopping, so they're coming from different backgrounds. So life is not what is meant to be for a yoga class. But the initial relaxation that we have when we ask them to focus on the body, focus on the baby, focus on the breathing, is how they can relate to themselves. Then, absolutely, as you always also say, that mantra chanting is so important for a woman who's pregnant. So the mantra chanting again plays its importance. They feel more connected with when we do the prayer. Then different techniques like breathing, then the asana practice, then the final relaxation. So it is all a very beautiful journey. So one by one, each step goes on. And that's how we do a class for 90 minutes, ma'am. So at times the
Okay.
people who join, they tell me, ma'am, isn't 90 minutes too long for a pregnant woman to sit on the floor and then do all these things, do the asana practice? But my students, they tell me, ma'am, at times we feel that 90 minutes is less. We could have extended it more.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
truly great. Yeah.
So that's how it is. Yeah, they feel really good about it. And it's really nice when you get to hear good things, that how is it impacting them, how is uh, they there are few asanas, ma'am, when the so different journeys for all. So there are asanas when the baby will move too much, there are asanas when the baby will be calmer. So, and the best part is the mothers are able to connect with the babies at that time. So
Yeah.
that is,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is the crucial moment where they need
Yes.
to experience, because when you do asana, maybe that time 90 minutes really is less, because the moment you get first of all you take time to first settle down and
Yes.
be there in the class. Then you take time to even take your mind
Come.
in your that particular place,
Absolutely.
and then slowly you progress further. So
Yes.
yes, that 90 minutes is really great work to be done. So
Yes.
yeah, some people may find it's lengthy, but yes, practice makes you feel, good and
Ma'am,
less, I guess.
it is just before the joining. They feel that 90 is too much, but once they join, they feel absolutely happy. They feel content. Okay, 90 minutes is good
Got
enough
it.
for me.
Yes,
Yes.
I got it. Yeah. So let's go ahead, Parvati ji. Next is what is the message which you would like to give to teacher who have just completed course in prenatal yoga and Garbhasanskar, and how they can process further, because there are so many questions comes to me before joining course. Okay, how will it help me, or how will I start my practice, or is it going to beneficial? So, what is your guidance as an experienced prenatal yoga teacher?
Ma'am, I think the book that you share with everybody, it is a hub of knowledge for a teacher who has just graduated, and it is more of implementation. So because as a teacher I know that for someone to be pregnant, carry a baby is the most critical time for in anyone's life. So as a teacher, it is my responsibility to ensure that whosoever is my student is absolutely safe, is getting is getting the benefit of what is the class meant to be, and we together aim at the target, that is having a healthy, happy baby. So for those who are planning, or those who have just graduated, it's a message that you should start to implement small portions of it. Probably you will see a lot of difference in the mothers, to be what how is it grooming them. It is, ma'am, absolutely grooming of a new mother. And today's world where the women are so focused in their career, a lot of them, they don't even want to have kids at a very early stage. They wait for 4 or 5 years, then they conceive. And it is always good to plan a pregnancy rather than an accidental pregnancy. It's always good to plan, and this is prepare your body first and then go forward towards the journey. So it's a step by step thing, and I think teaching is a very important aspect here. So they should focus on little things, about how to start with the class. What is the importance of mantra chanting during the class? Why is it important to to be in that particular posture? What are the benefits the mother is getting out of those? What is the benefit that the baby will get out of that particular asana? So we have to focus on each and everything quite deeply, I believe.
Is it there any fear behind your mind as a prenatal yoga teacher? How it is different than teaching yoga to the just the for fitness or some normal yoga, taking normal yoga class, and taking class for pregnant women? What is the difference between
Oh,
them, and how do you
ma'am,
manage it?
when I start the class, I tell them that if they are scared, even I am scared. If you are okay, I am okay. So that is because everybody, again, ma'am, the background that Abhi, the most important thing is that in India, the prenatal yoga has not taken that kind of seat what the Western countries have. So the Western countries, they come forward and they want to have the class. But in India, so they have a lot of inhibitions as to would it be safe? Would it be safe for me? Would it be safe for the mother? मैं आपको एक छोटा सा इंसिडेंट कोट करूंगी. मेरे पास एक लड़की थी हरियाणा से. So she used to practice in the winters, she used to practice in her room. So one day her mother-in-law came and sat on the bed. The entire class she was there, sitting just right next to her. जैसे ही क्लास खत्म हुई, हाँ, जैसे ही क्लास खत्म हुई, तो वो सामने आई कैमरा के और उन्होंने बोला कि आपने तो हमारी छोरी के साथ कमाल कर दिया मैडम. ये छोरी हमारी हिलती भी नहीं थी और अब ये इतना बढ़िया काम करती है सारा दिन कि हमें इतनी खुश हूं. मैं आपसे बात करना चाहती थी. ये क्यों? क्योंकि people have these things कि would it, first thing is safety. Would it be safe for me? Can I do it? So I have students who have graduated who are 200 hours trained in yoga. So it is really nice when they come back to me and tell me कि मैम हमें पता नहीं था कि हम प्रेगनेंसी में ये कर सकते हैं. So that is the speciality, ma'am, that has given me upliftment, that has given me more confidence. And when you see the results, you feel more happy, you feel more connected. I can talk to anyone. So it is not that I talk to my students. If somebody writes back to me, even if they need any suggestion, I always reply them back for pregnancy. Yeah, because I want, if there is a question in the mind, that needs an answer also. So, ma'am, as a teacher, as a yoga teacher, so we know what is the impact of yoga in our lives. What calmness does it bring to your mind and the body? And it is not just me. If I am practicing, probably my family is also getting the same benefit out of it. अगर मुझे गुस्सा नहीं आ रहा, अगर मैं काम हूँ, अगर मैं situation handling कर रही हूँ proper, I have a clear vision of what I want to do in my life. My family is also getting the same benefit out of. Even if they are passive practitioners, they still get the benefit out of it. So similarly, the baby is in the womb, but the mother is practicing, the baby is also reaping the benefits. So the mother send me pictures, ma'am, see, he's in downward dog, ma'am, he's in happy baby pose. So that's how they connect with the baby. Ma'am, हमने किया था ना, देखो baby अभी भी कर रहा है ये सब. So that's how the mothers talk to me, and it is nice. Ma'am, if I talk about myself, I was in depression before I started yoga. Okay. And yeah, I was seeing a psychiatrist, so he was giving me some pills to eat. And one day ऐसे ही I just asked him कि मुझे ये कब तक खानी पड़ेगी. उन्होंने बोला वो उसका आंसर तो आपके पास है. मैंने बोला you are the doctor, you have to ask me, you have to tell me. So he said जब तक आपका मन करेगा. तो मैम मेरे को ना ये बात ऐसे झटके सी लगी कि कब तक खाऊंगी मैं ऐसे दवाई. So the next day I just got up and I went to the park. I sat in the park. That is the time when I started introspecting. What is the aim of my life? Am I here to live a life like this? No way. I have to groom myself. I have to come out of that situation. Then I started, I started to go for walks, long walks. 1 घंटा, 1.5 घंटा I used to be in the park, walk. Then from there, my sister inspired me to join yoga. She was my inspiration. So she told me that you have to look for a yoga teacher, or you have to start yoga. It is going to, bring a lot of changes in your life. And that's how it started.
Yeah. Okay, there is some question in between that how can I start? Lucky, I guess she is asking. She is planning for pregnancy and how will I start? So Lucky, there is our website, drnutan.com. There, if you go and if you want personalized, explanation and plan, so you can just click it on medical consultation. There you will meet me and we will consult. And if you need Parvati ji as a teacher, we can also allot you Parvati ji for yoga session and things. So you can just, go on my website and there you can find the classes, medical consultation and yoga classes. Okay. Yes, and Parvati ji also has her own yoga classes, so you can contact either of us, whoever you prefer. Yeah. Yes, Parvati ji. So you can start as soon as possible. Whoever wants to, who are planning. It's not that one misunderstanding which Parvati ji we always come across, that is, people feel like I need to start my Garbhasanskar or prenatal yoga when I get pregnant. But actually, as I teach you, as well as you know, that you should, as soon as the thought comes in your mind that you want to start or give the birth to healthy child, then you have to start this prenatal yoga as soon as that thought comes in your mind. You and your partner can literally plan properly. So it is like conscious planning your pregnancy. And then when you have baby, you have already done your 50% work. Then you can continue yoga practice with prenatal yoga teacher like Parvati ji and enhance that qualitative nature of baby and also keep your health up to date. Yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am,
Go
sure.
ahead, Parvati. Yes.
So, मैम मैं तो यही बोलूंगी that even for the, we call it fertility yoga. If you actually want to plan a baby, you should start to
Yeah.
practice, detoxify your body, detoxify all the thoughts, anything that's holding on to you. You have to release that. And even in
Yes.
pregnancy, ma'am, because we are human beings, we hold on to a lot of emotions. So,
Yes.
but we have to release all those emotions slowly, steadily, and every day I think we have to practice the same exercise of letting go. So once you start to
Yes.
let
Yes.
go, we forgive ourselves and we set ourselves free. Rather than the opponent, we are setting ourselves free. We are free. We can sleep nicely
Correct.
and in peace. So
Correct. So you were sharing about your own journey, how you have overcome that mental health related issue
yeah,
and how you introspect and how you have take control on your mind and stopped your medication, right? That
yes,
was great.
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. So I just stopped it. I didn't take any medicine after that day. And as I said, my sister inspired me. So I stay in Delhi. So I stay in Dwarka. So we have a Shivananda Yoga Vedanta center here. So I went to the center and I told them that I want to join and I want to learn yoga. So the second month of joining the yoga, I made up my mind that I have to go for this teacher training course.
Mm.
And the third month, I was out of my house for a 1 month training for 200 hours. And that was a complete transformation that I had there. I
Mm.
got to know my actual self,
Mm.
and it was such a beautiful journey. And then slowly, steadily, I increased my practice. I used to practice twice a day for about 90 minutes each session. And the more I practiced, the more I got connected to my own self. And
Correct.
once I was back from the ashram, uh, so within 2 months, I was given this chance of prenatal yoga. So we were 17 teachers that were training, that were teaching there. So I'm still not sure why was I chosen for this, but it was really nice, and I'm so grateful for the same.
Yeah. So it's all about, see, many people thinks that now we have questions from here. Kajal was asking us that how to reduce weight and, how can I reduce my, how can I stop gaining this weight? So this every most of the time we think about physical level, things which
Yes,
is, which can be seen easily, like in the weight, but it's you need to find out, Kajal, about what is behind this weight.
yes,
What is in your mind? Is there any stress, or what is the problem you are going through? If you need any help related to understanding your whole constitution or prakruti, as Ayurveda, as per Ayurveda, like Ayurveda doctor, we actually think on the basis of prakruti and the reason behind it. So it's not just obesity which you need to work on by practicing yoga. So yoga is not just for weight loss or things. Okay. And even after pregnancy, you will also see some women, just stop their pregnancy yoga. After you deliver child, they feel like now it's ended. Prenatal yoga is no ended. I don't need to go to the classes. But in fact, ask Parvati ji,
yes.
you need to go actually more frequently after your childbirth
Postnatal.
in order to
Absolutely.
stop this weight gain or just resume your health back, because you have gone through a lot of process, that the strenuous process of childbirth. right? So
Absolutely,
how
ma'am.
do
Absolutely.
those women to weight loss, or maybe just fertility related weight loss, because some infertility also there because of weight gain. So what is your plan for those kind of women? So Kajal may find answer if
Yeah.
she feel you're
And
connected. Yeah.
yeah, and it is not just about yoga, it is about your complete lifestyle. You have to transform your lifestyle, your sleep patterns, your eating habits, what you're eating, how much are you eating, what time do you eat? Um, so according to Ayurveda, there are different things that are they're not allowed to eat at night, but it is, you get more aware when you start to study about all this. How is nutrition important in our life? What benefits do we get when we eat a particular kind of food? What is the prakriti of my body to balance the kind of food I'm eating? So जब तक वो balance नहीं आएगा तब तक आपको वो result नहीं दिखेगा.
ओके, जैसे एज ए योगा टीचर काजल, जैसे अगर कोई पेशेंट आए आपके पास कि मुझे योगा करना है वेट लॉस के लिए, आप मुझे गाइड करो, तो आप क्या सजेस्ट करोगे ऐसे क्लाइंट को? कि ठीक
वेट
है,
लॉस
आपने बोला कि खाना ये सब तो बोल दिया, ठीक है, बट अनदर एडवाइस व्हाट यू विल गाइड एज अ टीचर?
एज ए टीचर मैम, मैं यही बोलना चाहूंगी दैट इट विल बी अ कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ ईच एंड एवरीथिंग दैट काजल इज एक्सपीरियंसिंग. मे बी हर वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, maybe the thoughts, maybe what kind of support is she getting from her family, from her partner, from her boss, what kind of food is she eating, when is she sleeping. Physical body loss will happen, ma'am, when the mind is at peace. एक बार आप उस इंक्लाइनेशन में आ जाते हैं. मैम, आई वॉज ओवरवेट, जैसे मैं आपको बता रही थी, आई वॉज ऑलमोस्ट डबल ऑफ व्हाट आई एम टुडे. And
Okay.
I never had this intent of losing weight because मेरा perspective था mental peace. I wanted to have mental peace. But while I was looking for that mental peace, the weight loss happened gradually. I didn't go for it, but because मेरा मेरा जो एटीट्यूड था वो था कि मुझे अपने आप को, माई ओन वेल बींग, माई मेंटल वेल बींग वॉज माई टारगेट, एंड माई फिजिकल वेल बींग हैपेंड विद दैट because I was
Yeah.
relaxed. I could sleep well. I was more aware of my body. I was not eating unintentionally or unfocusedly. I knew what I'm eating. मुझे कितना खाना है और मुझे कब खाना है. ऐसा नहीं था कि अरे 1 बजे लंच हो गया, कमान लाइए लंच खा लें, और 8 बज गए डिनर खाना.
टाइम हो गया तो चलो खाना
हाँ,
खाओ,
खा
है
लो
ना,
खा लो,
ऐसा
ये
माइंड
नहीं.
ब्लॉक हमारा सेट रहता है.
यस,
तो पहले तो
एब्सोल्युटली.
हमें पता चलना चाहिए भूख लगी है क्या मुझे, तभी मैं
लगी है,
खाना
यस,
खाऊं.
हाँ बिल्कुल, तभी आप खाना चाहिए. हाँ.
So most of the time it's all about the mindset, you have mindset that okay अभी दोपहर का खाना खाना ही चाहिए, 1 बज गया, 8 बज गए, 7 बज गए, चलो शाम का खाना खाना ही चाहिए, मुझे भूख
यस,
लगी है कि नहीं वो बात
नहीं
अलग है.
लगी है. और मैम
इट्स वेरी
फैमिली, हाँ,
इम्पोर्टेंट.
या एंड मैम फैमिली प्रेशर भी रहता है बिकॉज वंस यू आर इन अ फैमिली, देन अ फैमिली, अरे ये खाना नहीं खाती, अरे तुम कमजोर हो जाओगी, अरे तुम्हें ये, अरे कुछ नहीं होता. दिस इज हाउ we relate to ourselves. So I will just share my story. When I was in the ashram for my 200 hours first time training, so the last 3 days I did not eat food at all. It was just
Okay.
plain water. And the kind of energy that I had is just beyond my imagination. आज भी मैं बैठ के सोचती हूँ कि वो एनर्जी और ये एनर्जी जमीन आसमान का फर्क है. और मैंने 3 दिन कुछ नहीं खाया था. तो
ये
हाउ डिड
मतलब
आई
खाने, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि आपके खाने से ही एनर्जी आती है, इट्स ऑल अबाउट
खाना?
योर माइंडसेट, दैट्स व्हाट मींस. आपको
Yeah.
अंदर से खुशी लगनी चाहिए, आपको अंदर से
इच्छा,
क्लैरिटी होनी
हाँ,
चाहिए,
इच्छा, हाँ.
इच्छा होनी चाहिए, एंड आपका माइंड पूरा एकदम मतलब कंटेंट हो, तो आपको शायद वो जरूरी नहीं लगेगा वो फूड, बिकॉज फूड इज नेसेसरी ऑब्वियसली, बट वी
Yes,
कैन स्टे विदाउट फूड फॉर सम डेज. So
yes.
it's said like जिंदा दो ही चीजें जरूरी है जिंदा रहने के लिए, एक है खाना और दूसरा है व्हाट?
आप बताओ.
आप बताओ. ग्लूकोज एंड ऑक्सीजन, दीज आर द टू थिंग्स which we
Yeah,
we need to after
survive.
forget about other nowadays तो हमें इंटरनेट भी चाहिए, हमको कपड़ा भी चाहिए, हमें बहुत बड़ा घर भी चाहिए, ये सब तो हमारे एड ऑन डिजायर्स है. But what is important to live life is the oxygen which is we are getting obviously free of cost. Our environment doesn't charge us. Second is glucose which gets from the digestion. Food जो हम खाते हैं उसके बाद डाइजेस्ट होके वो फूड मिलता है. तो वो वही दो चीजें चाहिए. तो फूड आप जो खा रहे हो वो डाइजेस्ट हो रहा है कि नहीं ये देखना बहुत जरूरी है. यही हमारा एक्चुअली हमें हम भूल जाते हैं. जो आपने कहा कि अवेयरनेस किसका है, तो सिंपल सा हमने कहा कि भूख लगती है कि नहीं, यही चीज एक्चुअली यही जो फीलिंग है वो आपको बताएगी कि आपका फूड डाइजेस्ट हुआ है कि नहीं. आपको अगर भूख नहीं लग रही है तो आपको कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम है, आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा.
बिल्कुल. और मैम जैसे जैसे हम बात करते हैं एंशिएंट योगा प्रैक्टिसेस में दैट एवरी फूड हैज इट्स ओन एनर्जी. सो हम किस तरह का फूड खा रहे हैं उसका इम्पैक्ट हमारी बॉडी पे क्या आ रहा है वो भी एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है. सो yeah, so if I talk about myself, I बिंदास I take 5 fruits every day. 5 फ्रूट, एक सैलेड का बाउल मुझे खाना ही खाना है. So बाकी जो है चलेगा, बट दिस इज मैंडेटरी फॉर मी. आई विल ईट.
यस, हमारे चैट बॉक्स में माइंडफुल टू बी जिन्होंने बहुत सही बात कही है कि एवरीवन हैज डिफरेंट बॉडी, डिफरेंट हेल्थ, एंड इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू कंसल्ट योर डॉक्टर. इफ यू आर ऑन मेडिकेशन, start yoga and then discuss with your medical practitioner. Actually, I would suggest here, don't start yoga. First consult your doctor and then start your yoga. So the question which I was asking to Parvati ji, that if somebody comes with weight gain or any problem to you, so as a yoga teacher, your direction should be what? First, please consult doctor who knows yoga. Now, many people say, mainly pregnant women, they already have doctor like obstetrician and gynecologist. They are already going to the doctor. So they will say, why I should go to the other doctor, what you are asking. So in that, it is tricky and it's really, convincing job which yoga teacher has to do here, that all the obstetrician or gynecologist are not aware about yoga. It's good if they have even yoga background. That's the best, that you have 2 in 1, doctor there. But if most of the this obstetrician, they do not have that background. So some doctor may tell you, okay, yoga वेगा कुछ करना नहीं है, शांत रहो, जो हमने कहा है वही खाओ पियो और दवा खाओ, ख्याल रखो. That's it. If you do something else, we are not responsible. ऐसे भी डर बिठा देते हैं. So इसमें फिर प्रेग्नेंट वुमन और कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जोन में चली जाती है कि मुझे सच में क्या करना चाहिए. So इसके लिए एज अ योगा टीचर, हाउ यू कन्विंस दोज वुमेन?
So ma'am, first thing is that you please speak with your doctor, and if the doctor allows, probably we will start with the session. And also, I think mostly all of the girls who join, they take permission from the doctor first. And we also discuss about any ailments if they have, or what is that they're experiencing new during the pregnancy. कि किसी को थायराइड है या गेस्टेशनल डायबिटीज तो नहीं है, अगर है तो क्या लेवल है, अगर कुछ लिवर में दिक्कत है, हाँ तो LFT टेस्ट है, उसकी रिपोर्ट क्या है, अल्ट्रासाउंड क्या बोल रहा है. दैट इज हाउ एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी गैदर्ड बिफोर वी या.
तो जहाँ पे अभी ये मेडिकल लाइन आ गई, तो योगा टीचर को as a responsible yoga teacher, where you do not want to take risk in your practice, because ऐसा है ना लोगों का कि आपने 100 केस बहुत अच्छे किए हैं, हैंडल किए हैं, बट एक अगर किसी को कुछ हो जाए तो आपकी प्रैक्टिस की 12 बज जाती है वहां पे. एज अ डॉक्टर आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस. आई एम इन बॉम्बे, सो सॉरी टू यूज दिस वर्ड. So this is Bombay language I'm using. But these are the things, facts nowadays. And since pregnancy is very delicate time and everybody is sensitive about it, it's not just the pregnant woman, the whole family is sensitive about whole journey of that pregnancy. So when they come to your yoga class, they should not blame to yoga. They should not blame to the whole system of prenatal yoga. So it is important that you should have some kind of strategy how you can deal with such a cases. There are high risk pregnancy and there are normal health which is already going on. So yoga teacher must know about all those terms, and yoga teacher must aware about that when this case should be transferred to the doctor or that doctor who knows yoga as well. So
Yeah.
that's the way I think best way to go ahead. Okay,
Yes.
so we have already 30 minutes. We have discussed a lot. So
Yeah.
last message, what exactly you want to tell all those teacher or participant who have been yoga background or not yoga background, just wanted to have a healthy pregnancy. So what do you guide, and do you why do you recommend them to AYG Academy? First of all,
Uh,
what is your guidance, and then you tell me
yeah.
second.
And first is that you have to be more aware of your own body, your own mind. So you will have all the answers. It is just that you have to seek your answers. Second is it is very important that you go in for someone, or if I talk about the course, just say for you, one of my students referred you. So
Okay.
she's from Canada, and she has done her prenatal with you, and she's a marathon runner. She herself is a yoga teacher. So
Okay.
she referred me to you कि आप वहां से कीजिए. And ma'am, so there was this base, because I knew that where the answer is coming from, I already had all my answers. So I didn't give a second thought. I think I just texted you and I said, ma'am, I want to join. I did not ask you anything. So, but I just wrote
Yes.
that I have this medical reason, and that's all. So,
Yes.
ma'am, जहाँ पर आपका जहाँ पे you have your faith, and where you know that you will be given a preference is very important. Smaller class sizes, if you're able to focus on each and every one, because we do online now, so it gets difficult. तो ऐसे आपको एक एक को watch करना एकदम closely. So it becomes really hard at times that you have to be alert all the time and focused all the time, but you also want your students to reap in the benefits, reach that stage, and be in that asana and gain the benefits out of that asana. So it is a task at times for me, but yeah, but it's again a beautiful journey. और जो आपने सिखाया है, आपने बताया है, वो कई बार मैं रात को बुक खोल के बैठती हूँ, पढ़ती हूँ, और छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं उसमें ऐसी जो it's really nice to read that book again and again. I don't mind reading it 100 times because I get a lot of answers from those few lines. जो छोटा सा भी लिखा है ना, उसमें से भी बहुत आंसर आपको वापस मिलते हैं.
ओके, आप अभी ये जो बुक की बात कर रहे हो, आप जो नए यहाँ पे पार्टिसिपेंट उनको दिखा देना कौन सी बुक आप बात कर रहे हैं. आपके
हाँ.
पास है तो पास में, या फिर आई कैन शो यू फ्रॉम माय.
Yeah, if you can
आई
show, I have right there, but not handy.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the book
So,
which he is talking about. The book which I share with my all student. So, sorry. This is the book. I hope everybody is able to see this. The
yeah.
Ultimate Guide to Garbhasanskar. So, I give all my students this book as just take home or just study further, learn anytime. Like I'm really happy that you shared this, because I was not knowing that even after the class you use this book or student
Yes,
use
ma'am.
this book.
No,
So
I do it repetitively. Matlab, that's my favorite time pass. Before I go to bed, I will just open one page, read it, and then close it and put it. So, वही बता रही हूँ कि थोड़े में भी बहुत कुछ है उसमें.
Acha. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I hope this conversation helps our audience to understand, how they can learn prenatal yoga skillfully. Also, when you are already, yoga teacher, why you need to upgrade yourself, more better way to learn and teach this yoga. This is the end of our session. Take home message. If you want to know more about prenatal yoga, always you're most welcome. You can see website www.drnutan.com, where we have ongoing courses on this particular subject. There are Ayurveda courses, there are yoga courses, but I mainly focused on prenatal, postnatal yoga and Garbhasanskar.